What's up guys, today we're going to be talking about Polygon, what it is, pros, cons, also some use cases, technical analysis, and possible price predictions and speculations. So let's first get started with what is it. But before we do that, make sure to do me a favor by minting me a subscription down below. I would really appreciate it. I took a lot of time in making this video and doing some research to present to you guys to see, what you think about Polygon. So today, without further ado, let's get started with what is it. So Polygon is a sidechain solution for Ethereum. Polygon saw some major issues and limitations with Ethereum, those being mostly its throughput and gas fees. Polygon has been created to essentially have interlopable blockchains. Polygon is a proof-of-stake sidechain that essentially complements Ethereum. It isn't competing with it as some people online seem to believe. And if you're actually bullish on Polygon, you're bullish on ETH. Now Polygon has also been investing heavily into ZK Rollups. And if you guys actually don't know what ZK Rollups are, essentially they are a scalability solution that allows for blockchains to validate transactions faster while also ensuring that gas fees remain minimal. So basically they take a lot of transactions and bundle them together, and this essentially is faster and also cheaper. And if you guys don't know, you should take a look at the Polygon ecosystem. It is absolutely insane at $316 billion worth. So you can just see here the amount of tokens that are actually listed on the ecosystem is absolutely insane. And you guys should actually check this out. This is the daily active Ethereum addresses. This is on Etherscan, so you can just check out here and see the daily active addresses. Right now there is around 500,000 active daily addresses on Ethereum. Meanwhile, Polygon has around 400,000 active addresses on the Polygon chain. That is absolutely insane if you're comparing it to Ethereum. They are relatively similar. They're around just 100,000 off, which is really not that far off. And in fact, Polygon has been growing extremely well and has been catching up with Ethereum. So this basically means that Polygon has around 64% of the users of the second biggest crypto, but only 2% of the market cap actually. And so when we're talking about the cost, it is so cheap to actually use Matic. And when we're talking about speeds, it is incredibly fast to actually use it. In a world of many competing blockchains that are also cheap or fast, the reasons they may not win the battle against Ethereum are three reasons really. One is that they may not truly be decentralized. The second one being that there isn't enough function today, or there's really just not much use. And the third reason, and really I think it's one of the biggest, is because they're competing simply against Ethereum. So a lot of people know about Optimism or Arbitrum, which are layer 2 solutions for some of Ethereum's issues. So how does Polygon differ from these? Well, first of all, they don't have a token yet. And so when we're talking about rollups, layer 2 rollups are cheaper because they roll up many transactions into one, like I was talking about earlier. Now there are two different types of rollups, optimistic rollups and ZK rollups. ZK rollups are better because they are trustless compared to optimistic rollups, which require trust. Optimism and Arbitrum are both optimistic rollups, whereas Polygon has been buying up ZK rollups, and they've spent $1 billion turning Polygon into a ZK rollup. So a big question that I had, and I'm sure plenty of you guys out there also have, is what happens to a layer 2 when Ethereum 2.0 is released? So a quick summary on what Ethereum 2.0 is that it's a really significant upgrade to the network that will take Ethereum from a proof of work consensus mechanism to a proof of stake, making the network more scalable, secure, and sustainable. And because of this, it's going to have less gas fees. So layer 2s work by combining a bunch of transactions into one and processing them as one transaction, which basically makes it cheaper, etc., etc. I was talking about this earlier. So when Ethereum 2.0 is released, layer 2s will also be cheaper and even faster. So think of it as layer 2s are providing a way to stop decongestion on the layer 1. So essentially layer 2s are not going to be going anywhere. Now let's take a look at the total value locked. Total value locked shows the total value of assets in the network across various DeFi protocols. Basically, think of it as the value of assets deployed on the network. So right now, Solana has a market cap of $42 billion, and Polygon has a market cap of $15 billion. So a metric that I've actually been looking at recently is taking the market cap over the total value locked, and to me, this is kind of like the PE ratio, or the price to earnings ratio in stocks. To me, this is the equivalent of it in the crypto world. So to me, the lower the market cap to TVL ratio is, the more these projects are undervalued. And when we're taking a look at this, you can see here that Polygon is actually lower than Solana. And here you can see the amount of protocols that are actually using it. And if we take a look at this, you can see that Polygon Matic has 179, whereas Solana only has 50. And so when we're talking about speculations, something that is actually coming out to retail users is Coinbase planning on integrating native deposits and withdrawals on Polygon. This would allow the users on Coinbase to deposit or withdraw Ethereum assets directly on Polygon without the need to first withdraw on Ethereum 1 and then use the bridge. And if you guys are wondering where to buy it or where to buy many altcoins, KuCoin actually has your answer. With over 500 coins listed on the platform, recently it's actually become one of my favorite places to purchase altcoins, and in the future I plan to make a few videos about trading bots and also the exchange's token as well. So stay tuned for that. So if you check out the link in the description below, you can use my referral link to enjoy a 10% discount on trading fees, and over the long term this is actually a really good deal. So I'm really happy that they allowed me to give this deal to you guys. I really think it's a great platform, and it's definitely one to check out many different altcoins, and also there isn't a whole lot of KYC, and it's just so easy to get set up and start trading instantly. I really love the platform so far. So let's talk about price predictions and also technical analysis and where the price could go. First things first, I wanted to talk about is the recent news of Matic burn begins as EIP 1559 goes live on Polygon mainnet. So actually they are burning less than 1% of the token supply every year. Similar to the ETH burning mechanism, the supply of Matic is likely to become deflationary, with 0.27% of the total supply being burnt every year according to estimations. So this is really huge, and it's something that's going to benefit the token long term. Now, unlike Ethereum, for Matic, since there is a fixed supply of 10 billion tokens with 6.8 billion currently in circulation, the token's deflationary nature in the future could aid supply shock narratives, fueling macro bullish narrative for the 13th ranked coin by market cap. Now, this is really huge. And if you actually take a look at the technical analysis of Matic, you can see here that it has actually been trading super bullishly in the past 6 months. Can I say bullishly? Is that a word? Can I use that? Take a look at this. I mean, if we just draw a simple trend line here, take a look at that. In the past year, it has gone up quite well. And actually, let's measure this out. You can see here, we're going to measure from April 25th, 2021. You can see here, there's this, the May crash. But if we take it to where it is today, it is up at over 600% compared to then in the past year. So people are increasingly bullish on Polygon, and for the right reasons that I already talked about. So overall, I think the chart is looking really bullish, and I'm so excited about the platform. I mean, take a look at this chart. If you can't tell me that this is bullish, I don't know what you're looking at then, because that is extremely bullish to look at. So another thing that I wanted to talk about and look at is, when a lot of people are talking about different coins and tokens, they don't really have the market cap into consideration and into perspective when comparing it to other coins and tokens, and that could also lead to where the price of it could go in the future. So if we're comparing Polygon to the same market cap as of Bitcoin, then that would actually put it one Matic at the price of $116, so an upside of 54x. Now, I saw a lot of people talking about how Matic could go up to $500, in the course of just a few months, and realistically, that's not realistic at all. So it's important to be realistic when you're actually giving a price prediction. So my thought, because it is actually in the 13th right now, and the use cases for it are really only growing at this point, I actually have a price prediction of around the Solana mark actually to the 9th positions. So right now that would actually put it at a 43 to 28 billion market cap, which would put it from a potential price of around $4.18 to $6.28. Now let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious as to what your price predictions are. Let me know in the comment sections down below. So I've seen so many positive things about Polygon and Matic, and just the use cases are seemingly endless at this point, and I'm so bullish on the future of this project. So let me know what you guys think. This video took me a long time to make, so I would really appreciate it if you checked out some of my other videos, and then if you like those, go and subscribe if you want, and also leave a like on this one. Anyways guys, I'll see you in the next one.